wonder what's inside one of these. I think it must be an enormous microphone. But it's a bit like the Daleks, if you've ever seen the TV show where they've got the inside of the Daleks. It's quite small, really, isn't it? So that's a stereo microphone. And the difference between one of these and this, apart from £4,000, is you get the difference in, you get a real richness and warmth of tone, is the first thing. The second thing you get is what I alone seem to call depth of field. So, for example, if I stood here and recorded an ambience of you talking, I would probably be able to work out largely what you're talking about. I could pick up conversations in my stereo fields on my headphones. If I was to do the same on Zoom, one of these big Zooms, to do the same thing I'd probably have to be here. And of course, on cheaper machines you'd have to be even closer. Now, why would you want that? Great for crowd work. Not that you want to hear the individual conversations, but it gives you a nice, decent, lovely quality stereo spread into the distance. About 10 years ago I recorded a 10-hour drama of War and Peace, and we had to do lots of soldiers. The main problem being that we had 20 soldiers. So the way that you do them saying huzzah is you record them close in a little spread here, going huzzah! You record them about where the front row is, huzzah! And then you record them towards the back of the room, huzzah! And then you record them 50 yards away, and they go huzzah. You lay them all on top, and you can hear them all, and it sounds like there's 1,000 people there. So these sort of mics give you things that the other mics can't. But that's a really advanced stage. You do not need to worry about that. This is just why you see sound designers and people on sets with very expensive microphones. It makes a difference to us. It doesn't really make a difference if you're out there recording audio drama getting started. So don't worry about it. It's just good to know what's there. And just for good measure, while we're talking about posh recording stuff, powering these things, as you'll find that these take AAA batteries, these take AA batteries, quite a lot, which run down fairly quickly. Quite a lot of recorders these days allow you to use those USB-C power banks, that you get to charge phones with. So my recorder down there lets you use a power bank. So if you can afford the initial outlay of a power bank, which you can get for, I bought my daughter one for £26 the other day. Thinking about what you spend on batteries, it's not much really. And you can get a decent amount of recording time out of it. So, this is obviously, being me, it's the posh version, but I get nearly 2 days of power out of that one. Whereas if I tried running that on AA's when I first got it, and I think I got 15 minutes out of 8 AA's. So it's a huge difference. So when you're powering your machines, if it has got a USB power input, think about buying a power bank because it'll pay itself back really quickly.